I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. I understand now that CNN is going through some mega changes. They're going through some mega changes at the Washington Post as well. But since Chris Cuomo was fired at CNN, and then the leader of CNN, also the child manager, had been there for many years, was dumped as well. It says in this article here that CNN's new boss places Brian Stelter, Jim Acosta, and Don Lemon on notice and tells them to become less partisan or they're going to be fired. And I've noticed there's been a scant presentation of Don Lemon these days and Acosta as well. They are very, they're, you can say what you want to say about Tucker Carlson or about Sean Hannity or about, Laura Ingraham, but these guys they are very partisan as well. I guess that's what has happened. Tucker Carlson's been given the opportunity to just go wherever he wants to go. He rules the air. He's got probably the biggest nighttime online show, cable show on the planet at present, except for maybe Joe Rogan. I don't know what he does. But these three, Stelter, Acosta, and Don Lemon, have been told, do more reporting and less opinionated talk. So those boys have been called in on the carpet, and they were told if they don't tighten up their game, they're going to get fired. So I'm kind of watching that to see what happens, because CNN now has lost a lot of staff. When they lost Chris Cuomo, the whole place fell apart. Chris Cuomo turned around and sued him for whatever was his pension, $20 million or something. I'm not sure exactly what that was all about, but it's a mess over there. And I'm not sure how far Fox News is going to go either. Whether or not at some point in time, Newsmax or One America News will be somehow or another cut into their market space. And one of the reasons why that Don Lemon and Stelter and Acosta have gone so partisan is because they are supportive of radical groups like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, the LGBTQ. And, if you support those groups, you gotta be very, very biased. It's like trying to play basketball without having a rubber bottom sneakers on. You can't play basketball in a pair of Stacey Adams wingtips. If you're gonna heavily support LGBTQ, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and a whole lot of black garbage and rubbish, and you got to be uber liberal and uber biased. Not everybody's that. Not everybody watches CNN want to hear all that all the time. And it's unproductive. And the advertisers want to sell BMWs not just to people that are part of Black Lives Matter, but they want to sell it to people that are born to, sons of the Confederacy. No, they're not trying to sell just to one group of people. So, so we'll see where all of this is going to go. But the other thing is that, because a lot of people ask the question, well, how is Tucker Carlson getting away with all of what he's getting away with? The issue is this, is that Tucker Carlson is keeping Fox News alive. Newsmax and One America News is chomping at the bit. Now, they can take Fox News down. Because the audience out there, they want to hear nothing but Trump all day, Trump all night. They want to hear "Make America Great Again." They want to hear reinstate Trump. They want to hear the election was stolen. That's what the Fox News deal want to hear. They want to hear that. And if Tucker backs up and stops doing that, they're gonna go someplace else to hear it, because they'll do it at Newsmax. They'll do it at One America News. So, I'm interested in watching. I'm watching all this. I thought I might be able to apprise you of where I see all of this going. Now, you have to remember, as I've stated previously, that we're in the tribulation. Of course, you can always come to the Manning Report, but they won't let me get out the gate anymore. And I used to be very popular among a whole lot of folk, but they don't let me get out the gate anymore. But thank God I've got, a core crowd of people that come every day to listen to what I have to say. And, I say what I have to say, and we're able to move along. And to turn a corner for just a moment, I need to tell you that we also need to get back to the teaching about the Joseph Project. because crime here in New York is off the chain. And when we're in the middle of June now, and towards the end of the month, the shootings, these young boys, 15, 14 years old, got these big old guns, everybody. And they're robbing and shooting and carjacking now. It's dangerous here in New York. Of course, it's dangerous every place, quite frankly. But, I've appealed to Mayor Pharaoh Eric Adams. He don't want to talk to me. And I've appealed to Governor Hochul. At least I've called about her name in terms of we can bring down the crime in America and in New York in particular by what is known as the Joseph Project. As you know, Joseph himself, the son of Jacob, was in jail, in prison there in Egypt. And Pharaoh called him out to help solve the mystery of the 7 fat cows and the 7 skinny cows, the 7 full ears of corn and the 7 scant ears of corn. And what Joseph was able to say, solve that and save Egypt from a 7-year famine. And so I will say to you, be very careful out there. Gas prices are through the roof. People are going to start stealing gas out of cars. People are going to steal cars just to get the gas. They're going to tell the car judge that, you fill up, guy watch you pull up to a gas tank and see you get a full up. If you pay $150 to get your tank filled, he'll follow you to where you're going to park your car and wait for you to go upstairs and go to sleep. He'll steal your car and drain all the gas out of it and put the keys back, might drive it back and leave it in your car in the driveway. Gas is more expensive than gold, and it's going to get more expensive. Hamburgers, milk, bacon, baby formula. I mean, it is, but we're in what I've referred to as a tribulation. And I keep trying to apprise everybody, you need to get right with God and you need to do it now.